Hi everybody, my name is Tyler Hale, and today I'm going to inform you how to swing a golf club properly. I will give you a better example, but I have a sling on my shoulder right now and a boot on my left ankle, a few different injuries that I've faced in the last couple of weeks, so I'm not really able to give you the best, examples, but I will try to explain it as best as possible. So a few things to look at are your grip, your posture, your alignment, how your body moves during your swing, and what controls the ball during impact. So first we're going to start with the setup, the foundation of every good golf shot in my opinion, and that starts with your grip. So for a lot of golfers, I've seen that you put your finger, you overlap that with your pointer finger and you put that one on top of each other. Now if you're a beginner, I recommend just putting one hand on top of each other. Now when you're holding a golf club, it's important that this top hand, when you're facing it down, you're able to see these top two knuckles, and that in that same motion, your right arm and your left arm are kind of forming a bit of a V shape. It kind of just keeps your arms more stable, and according to Titleist tips, it allows there to be more power in your drive once you're going through the ball. So posture, you want to be able to bend your hips and your knees a little bit. You don't want to be stood straight up in the air. You want to keep your feet shoulder width apart at least to create more balance in the ground and more drive through the ball. So a few things to look at once you're set up is how you move. So from the ground, you kind of want to start from the ground. You want to push against the ground with your legs as you swing down. That's where all the power comes from. So instead of, again, just standing up straight, you want to be pushing through. You feel like you're pushing through the ground when you're coming through the ball. And that generates more power. It can also help you aim a little bit better, which we'll get into in a little bit. So what I think of is hips, chest, arms, club. Once your hips start the downswing, then your chest turns, and then your arms and the club follow it. So again, for a bit of a visual example, your hips are locked into the ground, your chest is opening up like this, and once your chest opens up like this, your arms have more power and more range to drive through the ball as you're coming through it. And you want to stay safe. You want good movement. It helps avoid back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, a bunch of different little things that can come with golf. So you want to make sure that you're properly set up before you swing a golf club at all. That's very important. Then impact with the ball. So the ball starts mostly where the club face points according to optimal strike. So what I always like to do is go up to the ball right before I hit it and do a little bit of a practice swing. I take the club back about halfway, and once it gets back to where the ball is, I make sure that that club face is straight before I hit my actual shot. Now that's very important because if it's open, if your club face is open, then the ball will travel more to the right, creating a slice. Or if it's closed, then it'll create more of I call it a duck hook, where it just goes to the left pretty much. So this can also vary with clubs. So with the driver, you want to create more of a sweeping motion where you go all the way through the ball. But with irons, you kind of want to hit the ground more when you're going through the ball. Since the driver's on a tee and the iron is on the ground, you want to get through the dirt on your iron so that the ball gets up in the air a little bit further. So before you swing, make sure that you have a neutral grip, you have good posture, and that your body's square towards the ball and where you want to be hitting it. During your swing, make sure to load up all your weight, load up your hips, and then turn your chest and your arms all at the same time, keeping your head on the ball the entire time. That's very important. You don't want to be lifting your head because then you can lose track of where the club is and it could end up going anywhere. And then point the face where you want the ball to start. Make sure that wherever the pin is or wherever you want to land the ball, the club face is directly lined up where you want that to happen. And golf really isn't a special magic sport. It's really just science and making sure that your body's lined up exactly how you like it. Thank you very much.